All right, Shalom Akims. Shalom, shalom. Jump right into this bad boy. All right. Yeah, Shalom Akim. All right, brother, but I'm walking back to another one. This spirit probably about Shimmy Shah. Okay, another day, another hour, another second, another minute. Hey, back on your powers and legends. All right. Alright. You're back out here in another one. To the spirit probably about Shimmy Shai. First and foremost, giving all praise and glory unto the Father and the Son. Yahawah Shimmy Shai. Okay. Double honors to those and apostles over there, great millstone, who rule in time and his truth, and a sincere citation be out to the brethren, pushing his word through truth and sincerity, risking a life and freedom to do so. Alright. Again, I'm the brother Banwar, come back here another one to the spirit power of Yahawah Shimmy Shai. Okay. And today, through the spirit, we'll be going into the mark of the beast, okay, and probably just floating around a little bit in the spirit, okay. But to say the least, man, okay, you know, these times are heavy, man, okay, because of the prophecies that are getting ready to take place, okay. All right, so we're just gonna open up real quick and then go through the spirit. All right. Yeah, come on. All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, so I return and consider all the oppressions that are done underneath the sun. Okay, so all the oppressions, okay, under the sun, okay, are clearly here on earth, man. Okay, there's obviously no other planet we dwell on. Okay, all the oppressions is done under the sun is here on earth. Okay, all right. And if those of you that don't know, the mark of the beast is supposed to signify Esau having control basically back in the world, man. Okay, he wants to put the world back in hardcore bondage slavery. Okay, it says, and behold, the tears of the just, also like the tears of such that were oppressed. Okay, and you know, we're getting so bad. I did a sit down basically on it a little bit too, but basically we gotten so bad that, hey man, these Edomites are being oppressed too, pretty much at this point. Okay, that's how cold this devil is, man. Okay, this devil has gotten so cold that he's oppressing his own people. Okay, all right, his own people are being oppressed. Okay, and they can't even afford to make ends meet. You know, Esau, man, this is supposed to be your society. Okay, this is supposed to be his society, right? It says, and they had no comforter, and on the side of the oppressors there was power, but they had no comforter, which is obviously referring to the Israelites. Okay, because Esau has power in the society, Jake doesn't. Okay, all right, Jake is the one who is basically, in a sense, by himself. Okay, Jake ain't got no army, you know. Jake ain't even really got no country, you know. Jake got, you know, the Caribbean islands and South America, but those are run by Esau. You already know that, man. Esau already done infiltrated and did his deeds in those places. Okay, all right, but to say the least, man, Jake ain't got no army, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can go to these other countries, like these European countries, these Asian countries, they got their own armies. They literally got their own armies. They literally have their own governments. Okay, even though those are infiltrated too, but still. Okay, Jake ain't got no real nothing, man. Okay, Jake's supposed to be flourishing and rich, man. Okay, South America, the Caribbean islands, man, they're rich in natural resources as well, man. Okay, yet here it is, Jake's broke as hell. Jake's poor as hell. Okay, their leaders selling them out. Okay, right? And that too, man. I was actually listening to a little bit of the videos over there in even like Jamaica. Okay, they're trying to turn Jamaica into a smart city. Okay, like, or like a smart island, like kind of like how they want to do to Hawaii and LA and all that. Okay, all right. Okay, right. Esau want to turn this whole thing upside down, man, because he getting ready to he wants to get ready to put his plans into fruition, man. Okay, he really wants everybody walking around here chipped up. You know what I'm saying? He wants everybody chipped up. He wants everybody in district and zones. He wants everybody under a social credit system, okay, where he can fully control you, man. Okay, and even when you get into the deeper aspects of the chip, man, this devil wants to be able to look at your heart rate, okay, look at your health, all these scores and tests. You know, he wants to be able to keep track of you in a way, okay. In a sense, he wants to be like God, you know. All right, I think it's Proverbs. Yeah, Proverbs chapter 13, verse 13. It says, "Whosoever despises the word shall be destroyed." Okay, and that's part of the word, man. Okay, a lot of y'all, or I shouldn't even say a lot of y'all, but I should say a lot of these camps out here, they're not even teaching about the Kragma. Okay, they be teaching basic stuff, man, which is fine. Okay, but you should be talking about the Kragma. You should be talking about World War III. You should be talking about all these subjects because Jake actually has to know. Okay, right? That's part of the doctrine, man. Okay, right? And ultimately, a lot of you Jakes too, you don't even want to hear the word as well. That's another thing, because they don't want to hear that this society's gonna collapse. They're gonna have to make a decision in order not to take the Kragma, all that. They don't want to hear that stuff, man. Okay, it's nothing, literally nothing new under the sun, because even when you go back into the time of the prophets, they were telling them the same thing. Okay, Noah, okay, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, all the prophets were always telling the Israelites to get right, and that basically, all right, they were committing wickedness against the Lord. Okay, and what do they want to do? They want to kill the prophets. Okay, they didn't want to hear them. They ran out the prophets, you know. All right, so it's the same story being told again, man. All right, so again, man, whosoever despises the word, okay, shall be destroyed. But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. Okay, rewarded with what? Life. All right, because right now we're running that race, man. Okay, that race includes us trying to run to salvation, man. That's basically what we're running for. Okay. All right, so while these people are out here bugged out, okay, these people are going to be bugged out. They're going to be tweaking, okay, when there's no more food, and they're going to have to take a damn device and put it inside their, you know, their body, essentially, okay? They're going to be the ones bugging out, man, okay? They're going to be bugging out. Slovakia. Yeah, come on. All right, they're the ones going to be bugging out, man. Okay, and that's when they'll finally realize, because right now they don't know, man, you know. Right now they don't know that Esau wants to put their ass in hardcore bondage slavery. Okay, all right, because that's what that chip is. That chip is literally the mark of man. Okay, so you know, you taking that chip signifies not only are you taking the chip of the mark of man, but also you want to be here in America, man. Okay, because that's the next step, man. This shit's over with. Esau's gonna collapse the system and bring forth his digital system, and that's part of it, man. That's a part of his digital system. Okay, all right, so let's grab obviously the best scripture for this. Okay, Revelations. Okay, yeah, man, Esau wants to fucking he wants to chip your ass up, man. Okay, he wants you to subjection, man, and he ain't just gonna chip up Jakes, you know. He wants to chip up everyone. He wants to chip up the whole world. Okay, he wants to chip up the whole world, including you Edomites too. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you, man. That's how wicked this devil is, because his people are supposed to be receiving the, you know, the crop of the pie too. You know, they ain't even getting shit neither. Okay, he wants everybody to be chipped up. He wants everybody under subjection. Okay, and everyone is a slave to him. All right. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 12. It says, "And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him." All right, we already know the first beast was his first empire, man. Okay, because Esau's been ruled more than once. Okay, and it's a beautiful thing, because the Lord is actually, you know, understanding that way. He let all these other nations rule, even though the heathen aren't supposed to rule. The Lord let all these other heathen nations rule at some point in time. Okay, all these other nations have ruled at some point in time, and all of you have shown that you're incapable of doing the job. All right, all of you have shown that you're incapable of doing the job. It says, the beast before him, and causeth the earth, and them that to dwell therein, to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Okay, so we obviously know that America is standing here today. All right, all these past empires that have been here before, okay, have all been reincarnated into America. Okay, and how, you may ask? America has adopted ideologies of all these past empires, man. Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, Babylon. Okay, and most or we should say specifically Rome. Okay, all right, you have the EU. Okay, the EU's ideology is literally founded on Rome ideology. Okay, Roman ideology, man. the way their concept of war, financial tactics, etc. Okay, all right. So America has adopted the ideologies of these past empires, man. How they ruled, how they became successful and powerful. All right, and pretty much America has basically peaked doing so, man. Okay, they were able to take over the world. Okay, right.